Belinda Bencic beat Petra Kvitova for the first time to earn her second WTA Premier 5 title in Dubai. Belinda Bencic won the second WTA Premier 5 title of her career by beating Petra Kvitova 6-3, 1-6, 6-2 in the final of the Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships. The Swiss, 21, has performed brilliantly this week. She beat top 10 players in 4 consecutive rounds: Aryna Sabalenka, Simona Halep, Elina Svitolina and Kvitova. More to follow. Top seed Alison Van Uytvanck rallied from one set down to beat Ukraine's Kateryna Kozlova 3-6, 6-1, 6-4 after 2 hours and 4 minutes, advancing to the semi-final at the Hungarian Ladies Open in Budapest. The Belgian player converted 6 of her 14 breakpoints and saved 10 of the 14 breakpoints he faced. Kozlova broke serve in the 8th game and held serve at love in the next game to close out the first set 6-3. Van Uytvanck saved 4 breakpoints early in the second set and broke twice in the second and fourth games to race out to a 5-0 lead. The Belgian player held serve at 30 in the 7th game to win the second set 6-1. Van Uytvanck broke serve twice in the first and 5th games to open up a 4-2 lead. Kozlova broke back in the 8th game to draw level to 4-4, but Van Uytvanck got the decisive break in the 9th game to take a 5-4 lead before holding serve in the 10th game to reach the semi-final. Van Uytvanck will face Ekaterina Alexandrova, who beat French player Pauline Parmentier 6-3, 6-2. Parmentier got an early break to open a 3-1 lead in the first set, but Alexandrova reeled off 5 games in a row to claim the opening set 6-3. Alexandrova broke twice to open up a 3-0 lead. The Russian player got her double break in the 7th game to build up a 5-2 lead and held her serve at love in the 8th game. 17-year-old player Anastasia Potapova battled past Sorana Cristea 6-4, 6-7, 5-7, 7-5 after 2 hours and 50 minutes. Potapova earned 2 breaks in the first and 5th games to win the opening set 6-4. The Russian teenager, who won the Wimbledon junior title in 2016, came back from 3-5 down by winning 3 games in a row and served out for the match at 6-5. Cristea broke back in the 12th game, setting up a tie-break, where Potapova edged Potapova 7-5, sending the match to the decide. Potapova broke serve in the 2nd game at 30 to open up a 4-1 lead. Cristea won 3 consecutive games with a break back in the 7th game to draw level to 4-4. Potapova held her serve on her 4th game point with an ace to take a 6-5 lead. Potapova hit a backhand down the line to earn a match point in the 12th game and sealed the win, when Cristea made an unforced error. Potapova will face 19-year-old Czech player Markéta Vondrousová in all-teenager semi-final. Vondrousová rallied from one set down to beat Romania's Irina Camelia Begu 5-7, 6-1, 6-2 after 2 hours and 11 minutes. Begu converted her 3rd set point 7-5 with a service return winner in the 12th game. Vondrousová won all 9 of her first serve points and hit 8 winners to 2 unforced errors to win the 2nd set with 3 breaks of serve. In the decisive set, Vondrousová broke in the 2nd game at love and held serve with an ace to open up a 3-0 lead on her 3rd game point. The next games went on serve with no breaks of serve, as Vondrousová cruised to winning the decider. The young Czech player held her serve at love to close out the match with a forehand winner. "I'm very excited to be in the semi-finals. I played 2 hours and 40 minutes yesterday, so I was a bit tired, but I just kept fighting and I played a good match," said Vondrousová. Vondrousová defeated Potapova in the first round at the US Open Junior Tournament in 2015. Vondrousová was a real star at this moment, and for this moment it was my first slam ever as a junior, but it was actually a good match. I think it will be an interesting match and I am looking forward to it, said Potapova. Former world number 7 Belinda Bencic battled past two-time defending champion Elina Svitolina 6-2, 3-6, 7-6, 7-3 after 1 hour and 58 minutes in a thrilling semi-final to get through to her biggest final in St. Petersburg 2016. Belinda Bencic came back from the verge of defeat after saving 6 match points against Aryna Sabalenka. The Swiss player dropped her serve 4 times and converted 5 of her 12 break points. Bencic did not drop a point on serve and went up a double break to open up a 4-1 lead with a backhand winner. She wrapped up the opening set in the 8th game, when Svitolina netted a forehand. Bencic earned an early break at the start of the 2nd set, but Svitolina broke straight back in the next game. The Ukrainian player broke for the 2nd time in the 6th game to open up a 4-2 lead, when Bencic made a forehand error. Both players traded breaks before Svitolina held serve in the 9th game to close out the 2nd set 6-3. Svitolina broke serve to take a 4-3 lead, when Bencic sent her forehand long. Bencic fought back from 3-5 down by winning 8 consecutive points and broke back at love in the 10th game, when Svitolina made a double fault. The Ukrainian player saved 3 match points when she served to stay in the match at 5-6, to force the 3rd set to the tie-break. Bencic closed out the tie-break 7-3 with a lob winner to score her 2nd win over Svitolina 5 years after beating the Ukrainian player in Charleston. Bencic has scored 3 wins against top 10 players for the first time since the Rogers Cup in Toronto 2015, when she won the biggest title of her career. From 3-5 I just completely zoned out. I think I was playing the same, even though I lost the match points. Somehow I was still focused. I don't know why. I had a big chance on the first match point. I went for too much. I think I did the right thing. I was doing the right thing. Basically, I stayed in the zone, even in the tie break. I was barely breathing, just playing automatic. You are not thinking anymore. It's where the instincts just guide you through it, said Bencic in the post-match interview. Bencic will face Petra Kvitova, who won their most recent clash in the 3rd round at this year's Australian Open. Petra is in good form. Maybe in this tournament I am also in great form. It will be a tough final. The final is always between 2 great players. I am very happy to play against her, said Bencic. Number 2 seed and this year's Australian Open finalist Petra Kvitova came back from 1 set down to beat Chinese Taipei's Xie Sui 3-6, 6-2, 6-4 at the Dubai Duty Free Tennis Championships. Kvitova has reached her first final in Dubai since winning the title in 2013. Xie broke serve twice in a row in the last 3 games from 3-3 to win the opening set 6-3. Kvitova broke twice in the 3rd and 5th games of the 2nd set to open up a 4-1 lead before saving 3 break points in the 6th game and another chance in the 8th game to win the 2nd set 6-2. Both players traded breaks in the 1st and 2nd games of the 3rd set. Kvitova earned his 2nd break in the 3rd game to open up a 3-1 lead. Xie saved 2 break points in the 5th game to hold her serve at deuce for 2-3. 4 of the final 6 games went to deuce, but Kvitova held her final service game at love to close out the match. Kvitova will face either defending champion Elina Svitolina or Belinda Bencic, who upset former world number 1 Simona Halep in 3 sets yesterday. It was a tough match today. She did not give me anything for free. It was a tough first set. I am glad that I was able to come back in the 2nd set. I did not play great at the end of the 1st set. I am pleased with my kind of mental focus after losing the 1st set, that I was calmer when I came back and played from the beginning of the 2nd set. I feel I can do that somehow. It was something weird. It's not really happening often to me, but I had it there, and that's helped me a lot today to kind of feel that I can do that or I can battle to the 3rd, said Kvitova.